We have a 2-year-old antigender baby.
I identify as a designated female at birth, shape-shifting girl, probably.
And a 10-year-old who is non-binary.
Hello, this is Game Chair from Overly Dank Name. Welcome to the 7th video of Overly Dank Week. And if you know how many days are in a week, you know that today is the last day of the week. And if you've been watching Overly Dank Week, you know I've been promising a major project at the end. Well guys, here it is. A continuation to the series that started my channel, if you count 2 videos uploaded more than a year apart, a series. Also, this is probably going to be the longest video on my channel. I'm going to be looking at many examples of non-binary people being either snowflakes or cringe. But enough with the intro, let's get into the video. Okay, not enough with the intro because I normally like to say what video we're gonna watch before the video, starts. And I forgot to mention it in the original recording. So here it is, we're watching this. Roll the tape.
Today, more and more people are becoming open to identifying as non-binary and/or non-conforming. It's a topic that gets a lot of people riled up, but also allows for the liberation of so many others. I, however, am not an expert, so I invited my good friend Luna, who knows what they're actually talking about.
What's up, beautiful people? My name is Luna.
Okay, so one rule I normally stick by when making commentary is I don't really like making fun of people's appearance. I've always kind of viewed it as being a cheap blow instead of an actual critique. I know you guys have never actually seen what I look like, but I am kind of insecure about myself, so I think it might have something to do with that. But just look at this guy. How do you even go outside looking like that? Bro looks like if Dr. Eggman was a drag queen. Also, while I'm making fun of people's appearances, the first guy looks like an IRL soy jack.
And I identify as non-binary and Mexican American.
Okay, so first of all, how do you identify as a nationality? Can you be trans nationality or something? Could I identify as Norwegian? But secondly, why did you say Mexican American? Mexico's a part of America. Everything I have on screen right now is America, but what's highlighted in red is Mexico. See how they overlap?
Some of you may be wondering, what does non-binary and non-conforming mean? So I invited some of my friends to talk about it.
I know what that means, I just want to know how you identify as a nationality. Ayo, why that music kinda slap though? Let me play that one again.
I identify as non-binary trans femme. Non-binary is essentially neither male or female, neither man or woman, beyond the binary meaning 2 choices. Trans feminine means that I was assigned male at birth and I'm transitioning to a feminine gender.
How does this make any sense? Isn't the entire point of being non-binary to be separated from male and female? Which, by the way, that is not coming from my, bigoted straight male understanding of it. It's coming from your mouth.
Non-binary is essentially neither male or female, neither man or woman, beyond the binary meaning 2 choices.
Why you saying it's a feminine gender?
Hi everyone, my name is Nico Tiare. I go by they and she pronouns, and my dad is from Puerto Rico. I identify as a designated female at birth, shape-shifting girl, probably.
Wait, hold on. Run that one back again?
I identify as a designated female at birth, shape-shifting girl, probably. Shape-shifting girl, probably.
No way! This person identifies as a shapeshifter. I can't with society anymore. I'm going through my Joker arc. I'll beatbox for you all. Why so serious? Yeah.
My name is Joey Flamboyant because my name is Joey and I'm really flamboyant. My family's from El Salvador and Mexico.
It really annoys me when people are speaking in English but then say Mexico is Mexico. Even if you're from there, unless you're speaking in Spanish, just say it as Mexico. You're not special.
I identify as non-binary, gender fluid, all of the above.
How does that work? Do you identify as every gender? I'm not trying to be rude, I genuinely do not get it.
My name's Carice Wild. My family was born in Tecate, Baja California.
Run that by me again?
In Tecate, Baja California.
What's the Guacanahatni Fortna?
I identify as a man, a woman, non-binary, genderqueer. It's kind of all applies to me.
Okay, so I have a couple different questions from that. First of all, how can you identify as 4 genders at once? Like, I'm trying to understand it, but I just genuinely cannot understand that. How can you feel like you're 4 genders at the same time? That just does not make sense to me. Also, I'm not gonna say it just to play it safe, but isn't this word, isn't that a slur? I've always heard it be used like a slur, like, even if it isn't a slur, it's still like an insult. I've always viewed that as something that you should not call someone. So I find it kinda odd that you gender identify as it.
I think it's super important to ask other people's pronouns.
Oh no! Here we go, the classic pronouns question. I've been waiting for it. I'll just try to explain my stance on this as quickly as possible. I've always thought asking for pronouns kind of defeats the point of even using pronouns in the first place. Like, it's just supposed to be a quick she or a quick he. Okay, I didn't realize this until I finished recording the line. I just realized that part makes it look like I'm against they, them. I'm not. I'm chill with that. And like 90% of the time you get it right just by looking at the person. That's why I don't understand why we can't continue basically just guessing people's pronouns, and if we get them wrong, just having them correct us. Like, if somebody accidentally called me a she for some reason, I would not care that much. But I do want to make one thing clear. If you're like actually friends with somebody and you actually know them, please call them by their actual pronouns. If you my homie, I'm gonna call you by your pronouns, unless if there's something like kitty self or some cringe shit like that.
The more we can ask, the more the culture will shift, and so it's more normal, just like how we ask people what their nicknames are.
I can tell that you do not go outside because we do not ask people what their nicknames are. I have never once done that. I've just heard like other people they know use it or them themselves use it. I've never asked somebody what their nickname is. That's some weirdo shit.
Pronouns are important because it's how we interact with each other.
Most of the time when two people are talking together, you'd literally never use a gendered pronoun for them. You only really use pronouns that have gender when you're talking to somebody else about them. Pay attention to the next conversation you have with somebody and you'll realize that gendered pronouns describing you literally never appear in conversation that you actually hear.
Not everyone has the same pronoun. Everyone is different and comes from a different walk of life.
I mean, even if you don't want to play like the risky game that I said earlier of just guessing people's pronouns, why can't you just use they, them for everybody you don't know? That's neutral. That's everybody's pronoun.
The reason why some people may be less flexible about their pronouns is because that's very important to their transition. The reason why I'm more flexible is because I am coming from patience. I understand that I have to inform people and educate people about non-binary and non-conforming identities.
Contrary to what a lot of my subscribers would probably think I'd say, I actually do appreciate that you're trying to teach people. The LGBT community has a big problem where they kind of just think that people understand everything. Like when I say, oh, I support non-binary people, but I don't really get how it works, somebody in my comments will be like, oh, you transphobic bigot, go educate yourself. Educate me then. I gotta be educated. You know what it's like.
The difference between non-binary and non-conforming is non-binary is a gender identity where someone may feel that they are neither male or female, neither man or woman. Non-conforming means your gender expression doesn't meet the typical standards of what is defined as masculine and feminine.
Isn't the second one gender non-conforming? Isn't that just personality? Because I've never gone hunting before, does that make me gender non-conforming? And actually, now that I think about it, doesn't this just feed into traditional gender roles? You're literally just saying, oh, if a man doesn't know every model of Chevy, he isn't a real man. Ha ha ha, hew hew hew, you know?
I love the word Latinx.
Okay, I'm glad I have an opportunity to talk about this because the word Latinx has always annoyed me. So like, okay, male Latino, female Latina. Okay? And gender neutral is Latin. Saying Latinx is virtue signaling.
I find so much power in the word Latinx because I am not just Latino or Latina, I am Latinx.
No, you're not. You're Hispanic or Latin. Latinx is a fake word. It was probably created on like Twitter or something.
I much prefer the E at the end, Latine, you know, instead of ella or él.
Actually, I can accept this one. I'm not a Spanish expert, so I don't even know if saying Latin is, like, correct grammatically. It's just that Latinx sounds like something made by some guy on Twitter to seem more woke than the guy he was debating yesterday.
Well, surprisingly enough, my family's actually been really accepting even though they are pretty religious.
Why does the LGBT community stereotype every religious person as a hateful bigot? Every major world religion, as far as I know, teaches love and acceptance. If anything, religious people should be your best allies, not your worst enemies.
My family did have difficulty using the word they, them for me because they're like, I feel like I'm talking about more than one person.
Okay, I'm actually gonna agree with them on this one because I don't understand how people don't get singular they, them. I passed this guy in the car today. They drove like ass. See, that sentence made perfect sense. I don't get how you can't understand that. Okay, so that's pretty much everything in the video that's actually worth commenting on. So now we'll be looking at We're Raising Our Kids with No Gender, My Extraordinary Family. Okay, so let's get into it. Wait, hold on. I think I hear something. Hold on, let me check that out. Hey, get me out of this chair!
Well, now since Overly Dank name is in hostage, I'm taking him over. What's up everybody and welcome to a new chunzy video. Today, we're making fun of children for being different, so without a further ado, let's get right into it.
Hey, are you a boy or a girl? Why do you need to know? Because I have to know? No, seriously, why do you need to know? Because a vagina or a dick define you as a person? Ooh, got me there, guess I have to tell you. It is... none of your fucking—
The LGBTQ community is just ridden with this cursing and relatable humor that's just completely cringe. Either you're a toddler who thinks that the word sex is funny, or you are a 40-year-old who thinks that you have a personality because you curse every 2 seconds.
For the NBs, for the MBs. Whenever I date anybody, the person I'm dating with gets asked if they're gay or not, and it's kind of violating.
Listen, you can be non-binary, but thinking that asking someone if they're gay is a violation, that's just completely batshit.
I hate it.
Just say thank you, is it that fucking hard? Listen, if somebody told me that my man titties are amazing, I would have probably pinned them to the ground and started making out with them. I mean, if your man titties are so big, that's just a part of the factor of being amazing. But no, you just have to say,
thanks, I hate it.
I got something to say, I'm gonna say it real quick because I only got a minute. I was at the emergency room the other day in the hospital, and there was a person there who's non-binary, and I'm so okay with that, like, so supportive. You want me to call you they, I will call you they. But the moment you make someone else's life living hell because of your fucking issues, I'm not okay with that. The nurse asked to see this person's MCP card, which is like a medical card, like with everything, your information on it, blah, blah, blah. They refused because they didn't want this nurse seeing their biological gender, which was female. Then started, like she said, I can't help you unless I see this card. Like, I don't know what you want me to do. They started screaming, yelling, fucking calling her names, like literally making this poor girl's life fucking hell. Like I said, I don't care what you go by, but when it comes to your health and your biological body, you need to fucking cooperate and be a fucking normal person and, you know, understanding, okay? Like, seriously, come on.
you see, we have a reasonable human being in this video. I don't care if you have a different gender or whatever, but just don't be a dick to other people because of that. But I digress. Anyways, thank you Overly Dank name for featuring me in this video.
This was not consensual! Get out of my house!
Go sub to this channel right here. Please, ODN, put a little card up in the top right so they can go subscribe to the best channel of all time. Anyways, I am completely out, but I'm still keeping you hostage, buddy.
Yo, what up? It's Expero again. It's 5 p.m. and I gotta get this video to ODN by 8. I was too busy procrastinating and having sexual intercourse with his mother. So, let's get right into this. The first TikTok.
Hello, I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
Hey bro, I don't care about your gender, but like your face, bro, it straight up looks like when you're having the birds and the bees talk with your mom. Like seriously, dude, you actually need to go outside. Like why are you making those faces looking like Bella Porch?
I'm Stan and I was wrong. I'm singing the Stan wrong song. I shouldn't have taken that chance. Now here's my remorseful dance.
Do the kick!
In middle school? What? Also, why do you look like that?
Ever since I started being openly transmasculine non-binary.
Hey bro, what does that even mean? Yo. You saying the whole alphabet as your gender, bro. I don't even know what that means, bro. Transmasculine non-binary. What is that?
I have been kind of afraid to wear my dresses and my skirts and my booty shorts and things that would show off my more feminine qualities.
Why? Because people are gonna call you a woman? Like, they just ignore them. It's really not that hard. Dude, somebody's venting in my house.
Guys, I got out of the chair. I'm in the fence. I'm getting away.
Hey! Get back here. Hey! Get back here! Get in the chair. Anyways.
Because I want he, they pronouns. But if you go out in something that's considered feminine by society, you get she, her pronouns. Even if I do the makeup for like a beard and stubble and stuff and like all the contouring in the fucking world and a binder with my dress, I still get she, her pronouns.
Good for you. Just don't wear a dress. If you don't, just don't wear it.
And I'm just like, fuck all of that. So for a while, I just sort of avoided wearing dresses and skirts and stuff again. But now I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. I like skirts. I have a really nice pair of legs. So I'm gonna wear all the goddamn skirts and dresses that I want and they can fuck off.
Wow, good for him. Anyways, that'll be it for this part of the video. I don't really have time to edit and stuff like that. So, yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this part of the video. Make sure to subscribe to my main channel, Expero, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this part.
Yo, what's going on, boys, girls, and all beyond damn TikTok sexuals? It's Red to the Crown here, and today overly dank name brought me onto this video.
Hey, no, I didn't. Please get out of my house.
To talk about some TikTok, which is basically all I do on a daily basis. So anyways, throw on your diapers and let's just get right on into this shit.
Hello, this is Game Chair tied down to a chair. When Chunzy was doing his bit, he didn't realize that he accidentally did the part I already told Threat to do. So yeah, this is the same TikTok, you're not going insane.
Hey, are you a boy or a girl?
Now I know some people somewhere are going to get offended by this, but I am 99.9% sure that this is a chick. Now I don't give a shit about whatever she identifies as, whether it be a man or pixie dust sexual. She is a woman, unless she was born with a python. I don't know how this is considered controversial in 2021, but society has become a bunch of pussies. All it really is just a big delusion these people are living in. Now I don't hate these people or anything as long as they don't aggress towards other people, but I'm just calling it how I see it. You might believe something else and that's okay. This is just how I see shit.
Why do you need to know? Because I have to know? No, seriously, why do you need to know? Because a vagina or dick define you as a person? Ooh, got me there. Guess I have to tell you. It is none of your fucking business.
Oh my god, that was the best joke that I've ever seen. The originality, the creativity, the sheer insanity of this bitch. She really seems like the type of person who gets all offended when you call her the wrong gender, but then she goes around and yells at you if you ask what it is. A lot of people to this day think I'm a chick. I'm 16 years old, I don't look like a chick, I don't sound like a chick, but people just think I'm a chick because of my hair, and does that offend me? No, not at all, I just laugh it off.
This is my voice 3 months into seeing this unfunny meme go around, because everyone knows it makes fun of transmasculine people who are on hormones and are recording their voices getting deeper. It's not funny. Please show some compassion.
This person right here whose gender I don't even know, I am confused here, is getting offended over a meme, over people just joking around. What a pussy. Like, this shouldn't even affect you. You're getting mad over what random people say. Here's some advice for you when you're getting mad at the internet. Go for a walk. You really need to get off here. You're not built for the internet. You're a grown adult, yet you're crying over some jokes people were making.
Hi sperms, hi TikTok. I just wanted to say, non-binary lesbians are valid. They can use he, him pronouns. Thank you, have a good day.
Oh yeah, lesbians can be men for sure. I'll go throw up the definition up on the screen. See, look at it, it says men. And I love the pauses that she takes where she's like, and giving us just this blank stare. It's really amazing. And I honestly can't tell if she's just stupid or if she's fucked up on meth. With the beliefs she has, let's be honest, it's probably a little bit of both. So anyways, that's all I got for this segment. I'm out.
So now what's going on, YouTube? Another day, another banger. I just got out of the chair that Chunzy tied me to. We are finally going to be watching We're Raising Our Kids with No Gender, My Extraordinary Family. Anyways, let's get into the video.
This is Ari, Gwendolyn, and Brynnifer. They are in a polyamorous relationship, and they all parent Hazel and Sparrow.
Bro, why they looking like that? Bros look like they'd be a trans woman in a conservative ad where they'd go into the bathroom and teach your daughter about critical race theory or something.
We have a 2-year-old anti-gender baby.
What the hell is Aunt Gender? Did Aunt Clemens come in, touch your baby a little, and you said, hey, you know what? That's his gender now.
And and a 10-year-old who is non-binary.
They have chosen not to disclose Sparrow's gender.
We don't know it yet. It's something that Sparrow's gonna have to figure out and then tell us.
The kids too, holy shit. Sparrow's more concerned with the piss in its diaper than its gender.
But their parenting approach is controversial.
I have literally received death threats.
Good. I'm glad to see there's still sense in the world. People like this will always say, I'm receiving death threats. Then why are you making a video on it? If people online are sending you death threats, don't be online. You're just using it as a way to cover your ass.
I'm getting death threats. Please don't criticize me.
Okay, so I just want to say real quick, don't actually send people death threats. That's pretty fucked up, no matter who you send death threats to. YouTube, please don't take this video down.
Please tell us how and why you decided to come out as non-binary.
Because the pronouns she and he did not fit. Non-binary was what I turned to, though I do choose to act and look more feminine.
Imagine being 10 and thinking about this shit. When I was 10, I wasn't worried what pronouns I was being called. I was worried what Lego set I was getting this Christmas. I don't think you realize, but by making your kids think about their gender, you're robbing them of their childhood. Because they've put this much thought into, oh, what gender am I? What gender expression am I using? They don't have the chance to be a kid. They don't get to enjoy just playing around in the backyard with no stress on their mind, with no worries. Instead, they're coming out as non-binary. And that's what I hate the most about this video.
And 2.5-year-old Sparrow has yet to make a choice about their gender.
Sparrow, do you want a banana? Yeah. They're anti-gender, but we're using they, them pronouns. Sure, they have anatomy, we understand it, but like, that's not indicative of their identity.
It doesn't matter, the kids too! Literally no 2-year-old cares about their pronouns.
But giving Sparrow the choice has proved controversial.
I'd actually like to bring some attention to something that they kind of just offhand put in the video. During the part with the pictures. Why'd you take your 10-year-old to a pride parade? Now, I ain't no parent, but if I had a 10-year-old kid, I would not want them to watch half-naked men wave dildos around. But just me though, you're the parent. You understand what you're doing, right?
The worst is people who threaten my children.
Yeah, if you're making fun of the kids, that's kind of messed up. The only people you should be accusing in this situation are the parents. They are awful parents, and they'll see the return of their actions when their kids put them in a retirement home.
What you are doing is absolutely horrifying.
Okay, so they spend the next minute reading what I can assume is like comments on something from their phone. There's no screenshot, so they're probably just fake. Have fun role-playing as somebody people hate.
It's funny because one of the main complaints that people say is children are too young to know their gender. That's why they have to be told what their gender is. And we're like, well, I think we agree on the source information. We agree children don't know yet, but how we respond to that fact is very, very different.
Every person deserves a childhood of leisure with no worries. That's why this is wrong, because you're making your kid worry about what gender they are at 2 years old. Just tell the kid it's a boy or a girl, let it have fun, and if it's trans, it'll tell you when it gets older.
The parents educate their children differently from regular public schools.
Hazel schools themselves. Hazel is very led in what they do. I basically just try to keep up with them.
Okay, I know that this is a really unimportant nitpick, but why did you say Hazel schools themselves? Themselves is plural, it should be themself.
So typically, how many hours of study a day do the kids do?
Honestly, probably not more than 1 or 2 where we're at a table doing what looks like typical academics. The rest of the time, it's a lot more natural, fun learning.
You're setting your kids up for failure. I'm for homeschooling, but if you're gonna homeschool, you gotta actually school the kids. You can't just fuck around for 6 hours out of the 8 hours that are supposed to be used for schooling.
We don't force them to homeschool. We did it because at the time that's what they wanted, and we're always gonna be following their lead on that.
What a 2-year-old wants doesn't matter. You're the parent, you should know what's better for them. And if you don't, then you shouldn't be a parent.
I think a lot of parents worry about ingraining that kind of gender performance very early, and for us it's a topic that just doesn't come up.
How are your kids supposed to choose their gender if they don't know what gender is? Anyways, that's all that was in that video that was actually worth commentating on. Now, I have one more video to watch with you guys, and what if I told you that the cringe was within us all along? Yup, you got it right. We're watching non-binary Snowflake CRINGE, the original. There's a reason why it's unlisted and only viewable on this section of my channel page. Also, I'm going to be using Donkey Kong Country Returns gameplay from now on, because I used Sonic gameplay in that video and it might be a little confusing. Also, the audio mixing was ass back then. The music was way too loud, so I'm going to be adding subtitles on screen for what I say in the original video. Anyways, with all that out of the way, let's get to me commentating over a video.
Hello, this is Game Chair from Overly Dank Name.
Okay, just a little over 5 seconds into the video and I already have a lot to say. I didn't have an intro back then, so I kinda just let the gameplay run for a bit with the music in the background before I talked. It was really awkward, I don't know why I went with that. Also, you could hear that awful audio mixing I was talking about. But this clip actually does have a pretty important part of ODN lore buried into it. If you've watched any of my other text-to-speech videos before I did my voice reveal, you'd know the text-to-speech was different than that.
Hello, this is Game Chair from Overly Dank Name. I am going to do a shorter video today if you guys don't mind.
Hello, this is Game Chair from Overly Dank Name.
I actually wanted this text-to-speech to be my normal one, but when I went to do the second line in the video, I clicked the wrong text-to-speech, and that one just stuck. So yeah, almost 2/3 of my videos would have had a different voice without that one mistake.
So I was browsing the internet and I came across some libtard cringe called Things Not to Say to a Non-Binary Person by the BBC.
God, I hate myself 2 years ago. I really said libtard unironically. I was in a major, internet conservative phase at the time. I'd say shit like red pill unironically. And I'm not making this video a political video, but I'm so glad I moved out of that phase. I was so cringy back then.
Where do you shop, in the men's or the women's section? Or unisex? Unisex! That word needs to die!
The definition of unisex is, especially of clothing or hairstyles, designed to be suitable for both sexes. Unisex isn't a slur, like how the N-word is to black people. Stop being offended, little snowflakes, and enter the real world.
They never said it was a slur, dumbass me from the past. I really called them a snowflake acting like I was Ben Shapiro or something. Also, this video's hardly even a commentary video. So much of it is just me letting the original video run with absolutely no comments. For every 3-second comment I make, there's a 30 seconds of the original video. I'm watching it back in the editor and there's literally nothing for me to make fun of myself for because all of it's the original video. I hardly even say anything. But I did find a little editing error where I put in a cut line from the video just over the original video.
Oh no, you're trans. It's complex. I don't know. Some non-binary people
really
identify as transgender, others don't.
Yeah, that kind of shows how much I cared about editing back then.
But were you born a man or a woman?
I mean, what is a man and what is
a man has a penis and a woman has a vagina. Happy I answered your question.
Now, okay, this line is very interesting, because at the end of the video, I actually say I support gay and trans people.
Don't comment that this video is hate speech. I am pro-gay and trans.
But if I'm pro-gay and trans, then why did I say a man has a penis and a woman has a vagina? That's because, at the time, I actually thought that trans people were only valid after they got surgery. I don't know how I came to that conclusion, but yeah, I did actually think that 2 years ago.
I know what you know, the comments on this video, there are only 2 genders.
Yup, there are.
Only 2 genders, liberal owned. Also, what was that editing bug? How would I let that in the final version?
Native Americans had 4 genders.
I think it's India, there's 3rd gender.
Wow. I thought we were the only society filled with libtards.
No way I said fucking libtard again. Kill me now, I was so cringe back then.
Is it he or she?
Penis? He. Vagina? She. Wow, that's pretty easy.
Transphobia moment. Also, I'd like to specify that I still agree that the original video's cringe. I'm just saying my video on it is cringe as well. The original video's still pretty damn cringe.
But there's he and she, they, their, ze, ze, fee as well.
How would I not commentate on this part? Imagine someone coming up to you and wanting to be called a fee. I don't know how I commented on the most mundane parts of the video, but not that.
It's just
a nice one for the hearing, isn't it?
What the hell did she say? I can't understand the thing you're saying.
I couldn't understand what she's saying. I can't understand what I was saying. The audio mixing with the music is so bad, I gotta put subtitles on the screen. I don't think I had a right to complain. Okay, so that's everything in non-binary Snowflake Cringe 1 that's actually worth making fun of. I hope you guys enjoyed this long-ass video. I pulled an all-nighter to make it. It's literally 5:32 a.m. right now. So like and subscribe just for that dedication alone. And this is Game Chair, signing out.